Hi, Instagram. How you doing? I'm Doc DPC.
They're telling our followers that we're live right now.
All right. We're all good here. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am Doc DPC here at the Northwestern Michigan College Founders Hall. Our NMC Audio Tech program is presenting to you Bytes. We're streaming live in Founders Hall. You can follow us at NMC Audio Tech, TECH, on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Please welcome John Richard Paul. Woo! How you doing today, John?
I'm doing all right, Doc. How you doing?
I'm feeling pretty good. A little nervous. This is our inaugural hosting of the Sound Bytes, and you are the first performer of this semester.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me here for your inaugural hosting.
Such a good word, inaugural, isn't it? It's amazing. So, John, Richard, Paul,
yes,
how does it feel to have three first names?
It's a little awkward, but I figured I should probably throw the middle name in there because there's a lot of John Pauls already. And growing up, having gone to Catholic school in the late '80s, early '90s, when John Paul was the Pope, that was a little awkward.
That was the thing. Okay.
Yeah. So I had to throw the middle name in there for differentiation.
Yeah, you got to differentiate between yourself and the former Pope.
Yes.
Because other than that,
it's
you were this close.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yes.
So you released in December your EP.
My debut solo EP.
+2. The photo I found very capturing. These are your children?
Those are my boys, Ian and Noah. That was out at Peterson Park in Northport in the midst of the pandemic. They have a hard time keeping their clothes on when they get to the beach. I think that was actually.
I think that's a common theme around here. I don't know about you guys, but I get to the beach and I'm just out there. Yeah. Nobody else? No. All right. So you have a upcoming project. I was reading about, and you've got a little tour that you're kicking off. Tell me about the upcoming project.
Well, I'm working on a full length right now. Probably 10 to 12 tunes. Just trying out different configurations. +2 was my kind of opening statement, and we went big with that one. The next one I kind of want to strip down, be a little more kind of early 70s singer-songwriter vibe, where the songs are highlighted and instrumentation is a little bit more Spartan. And then I'm a full-time musician, have been for 4 years, so it feels like I'm constantly on tour. So it's usually just playing around the area though. I go out of state sometimes.
Okay, hey, that's amazing. I mean, here at the Audio Tech program, we have a lot of people that would love to aspire to being a full-time musician and having it pay the bills, because, well, that's a lofty
possible
goal.
up here though. There's so many venues, so many great venues, and so many great opportunities around the area that you can make it work. It's not easy, and you don't want to make a lot of money, but it's definitely worth it if that's what you want to do.
Absolutely. So, I read online that you were looking to release this project sometime early 2022. Last I checked, it is currently early 2022. So, can you drop the news right now that you are releasing this album on March 13th?
I wish I could, but I cannot do that. I was overly optimistic last fall.
That's a common theme amongst the community, for sure.
And my ability to pull things together quickly. So I'm taking my time a little bit more with this one. So sometime this year.
Very cool. We're going to hear some of those tracks tonight? Okay.
Do the majority of those and play the tracks off +2 as well. So which is on all streaming services.
All streaming services.
Under John Richard Paul.
Mr. Three Names.
Mr. Three Names.
So, one last thing.
Yes, sir.
As an accomplished singer-songwriter, I mean, if you're paying your bills the past 4 years and singing, that is accomplishment. If you've been in this industry long enough, you know how rare that is. But do you have, some advice for not only our online listeners and whatnot, but for our audio tech program right here on, how to make that work?
Just keep doing your thing, and if you're confidence takes time. I've been a sideman for going on 25 years now, so I just started stepping out as a solo performer last year So this is all new territory to me. So I'm supremely awkward and introverted and shy and all that stuff. I have a problem with when I start talking on mic. Sometimes I start what I refer to as headberging. If anybody's familiar with the late comic Mitch.
I find that a duck's opinion of me is largely based on whether or not I have bread. Hedberg? Yeah, no, anyway. Yeah, I got you, brother. All right, well, John Richard Paul. Give it up for John Richard Paul. All right, I'm gonna let you do your thing, brother. I'm gonna quick showboating up here, but thank you so much for being here. Have a great set, brother.
Thank you.
John Richard Paul, everybody!
Thanks, everybody. This tune's called Midwestern Modesty. We'll be on the aforementioned forthcoming record. Here we come this far. There's one more mile in the grand scheme of things. No sense in trying to start over. Might as well just work with what we got. Make the best of things and hope that all the rest one day follow suit and fall in line. 'Cause Lord knows we put in our time, spending our better years, hoping something more might come. You know for well, this might be as far as we go. So let's strip this down right to the bones. The foundation is sound, that we can be sure. Strong backs and hands, Midwestern modesty and unwillingness just to pack it in. Well, others might have had more sense. We just kept our noses to the grind. Continue to put in our time, spending our better years, counting down each passing mile, knowing full well the road ahead is quickly running out. Lord knows we put in our time, spending our better years, hoping something more might come, and knowing full well this might be as far as we go. This might be as far as we go. There's a tune called Midwestern Modesty, talking all about how at the age of 40 I'm still pursuing music as a full-time venture. For better or worse.
The vibe.
This next tune follows a similar thematic bit in the lyrics and can be found on my aforementioned EP +2. This tune's called Follow Your Lead. follow you down as far as this might go. Leave it up to chance, hope for the best, but expect the worst. You think I learned time and again when I cut my losses, but this misplaced sense of loyalty, it keeps burning me to my very soul. To tell the truth, I've had my doubts, but I've kept them to myself. Found it easier to just hang on with a word I could, showing no signs of weakness, courage under fire. Follow your lead and do my best to keep my guts from spilling out. When I face my day of reckoning, I have done all that I could to rise above all that bullshit and separate the evil from the good. Did I set a good example as a father and a man? Well, I have taught my boys all I could do better than what I've done. I hope they're better than what I've become. Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la. La, 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 la. Follow your lead. It's important to know that a little bit about me, I guess, in the context of the songs. I only know how to write about stuff that I know about. I'm not very good with poetic abstractions and the like. So everything is pretty much about stuff that's happened to me with my family and my boys, Ian and Noah, 6 and 4, respectively, figure fairly heavily into some of these songs and the legacy that I'm hopefully leaving them with at some point. I know they get a little tired of me playing these songs around the house, so I appreciate y'all listening. This tune is called Swimming After Dark. I wrote this about spending summers with my grandparents at our family cottage up on Moat Lake in Sheboygan. So, Swimming After Dark. Wake up, kids, it's time to go. Your grandma and I are taking you out for the day. Okay, we're heading north across the bridge to Castle Rock and the mystery spot, 'cause it's such a beautiful day. And if you obey, we can get past these end apart. And when we get home after Alice's, we can know go swimming after dark. Not supposed to spoil you like this. We wouldn't be grandparents if we didn't. So come on, kids, let's go. We'll head to the docks to catch a 10 o'clock ferry across the straits. We'll spend the day on Mackinac Island. And if you always, we can get past these ender parts. And when we get home after Alice's, we can all go swimming after dark. And if you always, we can get past these ender parts. And when we get home after Alice's, we can all swim after dark. Swim after dark. Apologize for having this music stand in front of me. I'm a bass player by trade, and I can only cram so much music into my brain, and lyrics have eluded me. So even lyrics that have come out of my own head continue to elude me, and so I require a little safety net on some of these tunes when I keep my eyes open. Anyway, I wrote this tune during the pandemic. It's called No Matter How Hard We Try. It's nice and depressing.
Woo!
Try to forget all we know. Let's head on down that old rabbit hole. See where it leads to. Can't be much worse than where we are now. Did you ever imagined even 4 years ago that we'd be here with our hearts on the floor and our plans on the shelf? That's just the way things seem to go. If our love our own, everything just seems to wanna fall apart. So roll with the punches and take them as they come. But each one has come harder and faster, and I'm pretty sure I'm done. Makes me wonder just how much I can bear. All this back and forth forever until I break apart at the seams. That's just the way things seem to go. Through no fault of our own, everything just seems to wanna fall apart. Time and again. So take my hand, baby. Let us make a new start. Past is past. It's who we were, not who we are. You don't live life in a photograph so long. They just serve as reminders of where we were yesterday and how far we've come. How we thought all this should go. So many years ago, long before everything fell apart. Time and again, no matter how hard we try. Time and again, no matter how hard we try. No matter how hard we try. Lighten it up a little bit. Got a little heavy there for a second. Happens. This next tune is my dad's least favorite song of mine, mostly because he figures fairly prominently in it. It's called the Worriers Hall of Fame. I gotta learn to stop worrying about things outside of my control. I come from a long line of worriers. It's fair to say worrying's written on my soul. So if there's something out there to worry about, chances are I've already done my time worrying about what might happen. Worries all tumbling through my mind. My grandpa and my dad, they're both worriers. I suppose that makes me a worry too. It's not the kind of thing skips a generation or two. And now I'm worried my boys will be worries too. Not sure what I'd do if I stopped worrying. Well, I suppose it's another thing to worry about. 'Cause I come from a long line of worriers. I screwed up my words to my own song and I had them right in front of my face. Woo! Live music, folks. Live music. I'm just gonna take that one from the top again. Alright. Not sure what I'd do if I stopped worrying. I suppose it's another thing to worry about. Just like this old world keeps on spinning, worrying's what keeps me moving on. 'Cause I come from a long line of worriers. My grandpa's in the Worriers Hall of Fame. So I gotta work at my worry. Else I'm worried I might ruin the family name. 'Cause my grandpa and my dad, they're both worriers. It's safe to say I'm a worry too. It's not the kind of thing skips a generation or two. And now I'm worried my boys will be worries too. Worried that my words might have you worried. Maybe you think this worrying's causing me pain. But it's a long-standing joke in my family. All them poor boys worry more as they age. And so my dad's catching up with my grandpa. Old ladders set the bar possibly high. Worrying had him call state police a few times. Worried that one of us had died. Yeah, my grandpa and my dad, they're both worriers. It's plain to see I did not stand a chance. It's not the kind of thing skips a generation or two. And now I'm worried my boys will be worries too. Yeah, I'm worried my boys will be worries too. Oh, I'm worried my boys every worry is true. Thank you for humoring me on that. I can't believe I screwed up my own song.
The folks on Instagram really liked that one.
Good. That's I like that one too. That's a little bit of levity. So now we're gonna get heavy again. Clear the room for a second. But yeah, Worriers Hall of Fame, that will be on the record for sure. That one's gone over pretty well. This next one is called Silver Linings. A simple twist of fate has brought us here, and I know it's hard for you to reconcile with what just went down. This will take some time for you, but you know it's just a passing phase. You probably feel much better in a year, and you know it's never quite as bad as it seems. You've always been one for silver linings, and you know this too will end. Try not to think too hard. There's nothing that you could have done to prolong all of the suffering and the pain of just wanting to die. 'Cause you know there's only so much you can take before you just wanna give up. And no one is to blame for all of that they put you through. And no, this too will end. I wonder if you're wondering about me, hoping that I'm doing well. 'Cause you know I often think about you. Oh, I've no one left to tell, and I know it's just a passing phase. Should I feel much better in a year? And I know it's never quite as bad as it seems. But I've never been wild for silver linings, and I know this too will end. Hard stuff kind of throws folks off sometimes, so I like throwing that in there. All right, I'll do another lighter tune. This one, I suppose this one isn't that light, I guess. This one's called Work in Progress. It's a newer tune I wrote a couple months back. It goes like this. Try so very hard not to disappoint you. Be the best version of myself. Try so very hard to live the life you'd hope for me, and not be the black sheep of the family. Try so very hard to live up to my name, to make others who have carried it proud. Try so very hard to be the best that I could be, without ever really knowing what that might mean. I know what it means to be lonely. I know what it means to be sad. I know what it means to feel like life's passed me by. Yeah, I know what it feels like to cry. Try so very hard to make a good name for myself, one that would in turn make you proud. Try so very hard not to open up and bleed, to be the kind of person others might need. Try so very hard not to disappoint you, to keep all of my concerns well in check. Try so very hard to keep you from finding out what disappointment really might mean. I know what it means to be lonely. I know what it means to be sad. I know what it means to feel like life's passed me by. I know what it feels like to cry. I know what it means to be lonely. I know what it means to be sad. I know what it means to feel like life's passed me by. I know what it feels like to cry. Still a work in progress. This next tune is called Something to Think About. I wrote it during the pandemic. A lot of this stuff I wrote during the pandemic because I started doing the solo thing during then. I mean, we're still in the midst of it, so I should say within the last few years. But it's all just kind of one long year at this point. Anyway, I like I said, I was a bass player by trade, played with Drew Hale, a bunch of other folks in town, and then I started an acoustic duo with Rhett Takur as Rhett and John. We play around town all over the place. And then I decided to diversify even further and start doing solo stuff and start writing some more of my own music. This is a tune I wrote. It's called Something to Think About. Fix that capo real quick. To all my friends who are far more talented than I could ever hope to be, I know this year really it's been hard, much harder than it had to be. We've had plenty of time to get to know ourselves and who we really are. If we could just started thinking about it too much. That happens sometimes when you start thinking about the words you wrote and why you wrote them. And this one I wrote because it kind of felt like when we were all strapped inside and everybody was just doing stuff online, it felt like a reset to humanity, and everybody was preaching all this stuff about love and kindness and tolerance, and I really hoped that that was going to be the case when we all came back into the world. And sadly, it doesn't seem to be the case. I don't understand why it's so hard to just be kind to one another and be tolerant and understanding, but I guess that's just the world we live in. Anyway,
America.
We got you, John Richard Paul.
we got more. So I try not to write, topical, political, social things, but this one is kind of that. And I think it's important to think about the fact that what you say online, you got to back that up in real life too. And I don't think, there's a lot of people that are all about it and do that, and it's very admirable, but it's very hard to do it as well, especially in the current social and political climate in which we exist. And I don't mean to be up on a soapbox here right now, but just that's kind of where I'm at with this song. So I'm gonna get back to it. Just be kind. Just be kind. Just be kind to everybody. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. It takes very little effort. Just be a decent human being. So let's all try to be decent human beings, huh? Now I got myself all discombobulated because I don't usually talk that much. If we could just hold on to those memories of how far we come and how far we've yet to go. I think the coming year could well be ours. So let's take what we've learned out into the world. Watch close and help it grow. No doubt the sun and fresh air will help clear our minds, our hearts and our souls. When we come back together once more, I hope the love we've preached will be fully on display, and that the sentiments expressed electronically will come through in our actions towards one another. Let's consider this a second chance. Yeah, let's consider this our second chance. Thank you for humoring me as I went off on a little tangent there. So I have a friend who has a theory that you cannot tune and talk at the same time, and I'm bound and determined to prove him wrong every single show by talking and tuning simultaneously to prove that it can be done. Maybe not effectively, but it can be done, as evidence right here. All right, take a quick drink. Throat coat tea, in case you're wondering what's in the bottle.
Melissa says you're killing it.
Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. Killing it gently, softly, quietly. All right, here's another tune I wrote about spending summers with my grandparents. It's called Seashell City. And there's a line in here that says, maybe someday when you're grown, you'll be far away from home and you can think of me here. And I played this tune in Nashville back in December. And found myself a little choked up thinking about that lyric and the fact that I was far away from home and thinking of her at that point. So this tune is called Seashell City. This to your ear to hear a sea that you may never see. She said as we stood amongst the cluttered racks, no top and a bee. Your grandfather and I been around the world so many times I've lost count. Every time I see another, see a start thinking wrong. Everyone who's back there, how we wish you could go with us, but you're still too young. Best that we can do is head on up to Seashell City. We can hear the world. They got everything the world can offer you. Starfish from the deepest oceans to shells from the Caribbean. Maybe someday when you're grown you'll be far away from home and you can think of me here. All of us sit back here, how we wish we could go with it. We're just too old. So the best that we can do is head on up to Seashell City. We can hear the world. And all of us sit back here, how we wish we could go with it. We're just too old. So the best that we can do is head on up to Seashell City. We can hear the world. Seashell City. It's a little tourist stop off I-75. I tried to think of another song that might have referenced the tiny little hamlet of Toppinaby, and I don't know if there is another one, so I feel pretty good about that distinction. This next tune is called Despite the Signs. That I had known half what I do now. Makes me wonder if I could have helped you out somehow. Maybe something I had missed, hiding in plain sight. Conversational lifeline, simply too far adrift for me to see. written that all along. We just somehow failed to read between the lines and see it for what it was, despite the signs. Caesar second guess maybe somehow change the outcome. The way this soul played out, searching for clues within the ashes of the fiery mess you left behind. Who am I to judge between what's right and what is wrong? Still see outcomes much more permanent than anything I hope to say in song. Maybe this was the ending. Had written that all along. We just somehow failed to read between the lines and see it for what it was, despite the signs. Despite the signs, it's about the importance of checking in on your friends. It's a little heavy, sorry. All right, this next thing is called A Handful of Chords. It's kind of an informal mission statement, I suppose. It goes like this. Giving up on trying to be anything I'm not. All the best that I can do, simply have to do. It's all that I can offer, it is all that I am. If it ain't good enough for you, it's probably best we both moved along. I tried on other guises and asked throughout the year, but none of them did fit quite right, they just hiding my fear. Being found out is a fraud to think I am. Stuck up here, strumming away without a backup plan. So I stick with a formula that's both tried and true. A handful of chords and words steeped in truth. Demand to know all that hard to play, but there's nothing else I'd rather do at the end of the day. There's just no sense in trying to be anything I'm not. It's not a competition, I'm just doing the best I can. These words that I am saying honest and true, but I understand if all of this simply ain't for you. It's not that complicated as you can't plain to see. There's plenty of folks who can write and play much better than me. found myself a road to hoe. Now I can safely say that I'm pretty damn pleased with the dividends it has paid. So I stay with a formula that's both tried and true. A handful of chords and words steeped in truth. It ain't the demand to know all that hard to play, but there's nothing else I'd rather do at the end of the day. Yeah, I stick with a formula that's both tried and true. A handful of chords and words steeped in truth. It ain't the demand to know all that hard to play, but there's nothing else I'd rather do at the end of the day. Chords. How am I doing on time? We got a few more. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do a couple more here. I'm gonna do a John Prine tune. He's obviously a fairly major influence on me. Has been for a number of years. Like I first got that self-titled record in high school. It kind of blew my mind. You know, even though it's so simple, it's the writing on it's just great. So here's a tune from that. It's called Hello in There. Had an apartment in a city. Me and a redder like living there. It's been years since the kids have grown. Her life further on left us alone. John and Linda live in Omaha. Joy somewhere out on the road. We lost David in the Korean War, and I still don't know what for. Don't matter anymore. You know that old trees just grow stronger. You know rivers wider every day. Old people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there, hello. Yeah, they're ready. We don't talk much more. She sits and stares through the back door screen. And all the news just repeats itself like some forgotten dream that we both seen. Someday I go and call up Rudy. Work together at the factory. What can I say if he asks what's new? Nothing, what's with you? Nothing much to do. No, that old trees just go stronger, and old rivers go wilder every day. just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello and hello. So if you're walking down the street sometime, spot some hollow ancient eye, please don't just pass them by instead, as if you didn't care. Say hello and there, hello. John Prine tune, hello and there. Alright, I'm gonna. Is it good if I do two more? How are we doing on time?
Yeah, woo!
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do, these next two tunes are off of the EP, the Plus Two, which you can find on all streaming services, under John Richard Paul. This next one's called Wolves at the Door. It's written as COVID was making its way northward in March and April of 2020, I guess that was. It feels like it was just a couple weeks ago and also a million years ago, because time has ceased to exist and or matter, apparently, in my brain. So, and I'm sure that's true for a lot of folks. But anyway, this tune is called Wolves at the Door, and it goes like this. There were wolves at the door, heard them coming down from the mountains and the woods, way outside of town. They're pawing at the windows, sniffing at the locks. I guess it's only a matter of time before they find their way inside, with the teeth flashing white and the tongues all a-wagging. It's a place for us to hide, gotta write it down, hope for the best and maybe see you on the other side. I never thought I'd see the day when the whole wide world went to hell, when we all had to stay wishing, hope and pray to make the goddamn thing go away. We're all in this together, no matter who you are, we're all bound to suffer. The light of a dying star, from the richest to the poorest, all points in between. Sometimes I hope we'll never see again. We were hiding beneath the pillows, with the blankets on our heads, nests deep within, for security in our beds. When the news came down, the wolves had come to town. I guess it's time for us to lock up all the doors and shutter up all the windows, so light can come in. Hurry up and help me out before things begin to go from bad to worse. I hear them wolves howling now, I pray to God we make it out alive. I never thought I'd see the day when the whole wide world went to hell, when we all had to stay wishing, hope and pray to make the goddamn thing go away. We're all in this together, no matter who you are, we're all bound to suffer. The light of a dying star, from the richest to the poorest, and all points in between. Sometimes I hope we never see again. Thought I'd see the day when the whole wide world went to hell, when we all had to stay wishing, hope and pray to make the goddamn thing go away. We're all in this together, don't matter who you are, we're all bound to suffer. The light of a dying star, from the rich to the poor, all points in between. Sometimes I hope we never see again. Oh, these are times I hope we never see again. Yes, these are times I hope we never see again. Played that a little hard, caused the guitar to go out soon. Anyway, check it out on the record. Miss Grace Easley from Colorado, who called Rome Ransom, plays a pretty searing fiddle/violin solo on that, and I've yet to be able to replicate anything even remotely close to that. That's the nice thing about being a working musician, is you get to meet a lot of cool folks on the road and playing around. I met them at the Beaver Island Music Festival last year when I was there with the Drew Hale Band. met them and a lot of nice folks down in Grand Rapids. So it's been nice to get plugged into that scene as well a little bit. Hoping to start playing down that way. Just playing out more in general. Anyway, so I got one more tune. This last one is the title track off of the +2 EP. It's about, I realized I had too many depressing songs, so I needed to write one that was a little less depressing, but then still managed to make it self-deprecating, because I got some mental health issues that I'm sure there are many of us that struggle with. So yeah, I take a jab at myself in this tune, but it's a love song to my wife and kids. It's called +2. It goes like this. I don't know much for sure, but I know that you're the one for me. 'Cause after all these years, you still choose to stand by me. And I know it's not always the easiest thing to do, never knowing quite what you'll be coming home to. 'Cause I can be a bit much, and I know that it's hard on you. We had our ups and our downs, but no more or less than anyone else that we know. And I spend nearly half of my life loving you, building a life together now +2. I've never known much for sure, but I know you're still the one for me. Even after all these years, I still love waking up next to you. And I spend the rest of my days loving you, and the life we share together now +2. +2. Find that on all streaming services. And that's Over Soul from Mr. Mark Lavengood. Drew Hale helped out on production on that and a couple other songs on the EP. So it's nice to have friends who can help you out and do that kind of stuff.
John Richard Paul.
Ow!
All right, everybody. You got me on a mic? There we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Give it up one more time for John Richard Paul. Thank you, my friend. That was beautiful. You can get +2 on all streaming services. We're talking the Spotify. We're talking the Apple Music. We're talking the Xbox Live Sound and the... Oh, yeah, I'm there. All right, fantastic. Thank you again, my friend. And your website is johnrichardpaul.com. That
is correct.
All right, fantastic. Check them out. I'm going to play a couple of your tracks. If you can hook me up with a demo or something, I'm over at WNMC, so I'll play something for you next Tuesday night.
Sounds good.
Again, one more time, give it up for John Richard Paul. All right, again, I am Doc DPC, and you are listening to our live stream from Founders Hall at the NMC College. You can find us at Bytes at NMC Audio Tech on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you to the crew. You guys are amazing. Thank you to the audience. You guys are amazing. Join us next Wednesday, February 9th, 2022, for Matthew V. Now, I haven't done my background on this, but I'm wondering, based on his name, do you know him? John Richard Paul. Is Matthew?
I don't.
No, you didn't travel with the disciples? No?
No.
All right, well, we'll figure that out. Thank you again so much for joining us. And, stay safe out there. Wear a mask, get vaccinated. We love you very much. Peace. We out.